What is the most fun thing about working with Adam?
How good he is to everybody. Like how happy the set environment is.
I would imagine.
Friendly. He's just a good person.
And what is the best thing about working with Drew?
Getting to make out with her.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Hi.
How you been, Alan?
I'm good. How are you doing?
That's nice. I was just gonna do one. I wanted to do one thing, Alan.
What's that?
Tony. Whee!
You're doing like the shadow puppet
Yeah,
thing,
well,
though. That's. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
The bird says, "I'm going to get you."
Yeah, he talks all.
Yeah, I see. That's even more frightening, a talking bird.
He's afraid of birds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
I didn't.
Oh, she used to have chickens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved.
I don't know why he's
They're
scared of them.
there.
Birds get crazy. They peck you.
No, they don't.
Yes, I agree. They do.
No, they don't.
They do.
They
All
can.
right.
They do.
Well,
I've seen it.
Anything can.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very-
Hey, let's tell, just in case there's one person out there who hasn't seen the movie. We're acting like everyone's seen it.
Right.
But why don't you tell people what it's about in
Oh,
your own
good.
words?
Thank you. Maybe the kid can help out too.
I will.
I'm not too smooth.
Okay.
You'll see.
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank you. All right, so the movie's about this great young lady who, all right, so my guy, what's the movie about? No, my guy likes girls. He runs around a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
He's living that lifestyle.
Afraid of commitment.
Afraid of commitment. He dabbles and does his thing and kind of a jerk, I guess.
No,
not a
he's
bad
just
guy.
afraid of commitment.
Afraid of commitment. He's got his job. He likes.
But you're right. What you do is not nice.
It's not that good. No, he's a liar. He's a little bit of a liar. But
This isn't going so
I know, we stink at this.
No.
All right. But anyways, so ultimately, he meets this young lady. He falls for her, love at first sight. That happens. And,
Yeah,
it happened to her in real life, happened to me.
yeah.
I hope it happens, or happened to you, or either way, it doesn't matter. But, that's all right. It doesn't matter. But anyways, so I've, my guy sees this girl, falls in love, and then ultimately he doesn't want to run around anymore. He's just like, I'm focused on this one lady here. And then he goes back the next day after he thinks he had a nice date, and this, you kind of reject me.
Yes, because I don't know who you are. And then
Right.
you find out that I got into an accident where my short-term memory was severed, and so I'm reliving the same day over and over and over again.
That's right. And
So he has to make me fall in love with him every single day.
yes, is to make a choice in life. Do I follow my heart and find a nice way to make this relationship work, or do I run for the hills? And he does the right thing.
It's very sweet, and it's also, I like that you kind of help the family get unstuck, because
Yes.
the dad and the brother supposedly try to keep you happy, but in doing that, you end up finding out that it isn't the same month, it is later, time has gone on, and so
Yeah.
it's very sweet.
Yes.
You realize why they're trying to do that, because when she has a day where she realizes the whole day is completely ruined by her realizing she has no memory, which is obviously so traumatic, and so they try to just keep her in this sort of happy place, but his character comes along and questions if that's a good way. Is she growing? Is she progressing? She will age, and sort of changes their whole mentality.
Yeah. It's sort of fun, because I do have that short-term memory thing, and it's kind of nice, because you don't really get bored easily, because everything's new all the time.
Yeah.
Nemo was
Yeah,
the best.
exactly. I was
Exactly.
just
Oh,
thinking
we were-
that.
No, I swear to God, no, Ellen. We were shooting it, when we were shooting the movie, I think it was around the same time. Then I went and saw Nemo, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
You
how
cried.
can it be?
Why did she do that so
Yeah.
well?
Oh, it was great. Well, that's a popular subject. You have kissed a lot of men in movies, though, and so you have, and so we want to see how much you remember.
I love my job.
Yeah, yeah. So we want to see how many lips you remember. So we're going to show you lips, and we're going to see if you can guess who they are.
Well, if I mistake anybody, I'm just so sorry, and I'll come give you a kiss later.
All right. So we're going to both look at the same time. You can look here.
Okay.
Do you know who that is? I think I know who that is.
It looks kind of like Hugh.
I think that looks like Ben Stiller.
Oh, you know what? You're probably right.
Ah.
Wow, that's a very handsome picture of Ben.
Yeah,
You
it
would
is.
feel good about that. I call him Benjamin Rabbit. And he always looks at me like, you're nuts.
Yeah, I love him. All right, let's see some more lips.
Adam.
Yeah, that's Adam's.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right.
Cute. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either. God, you've kissed so many people you don't know.
Well, I feel like I know. I'm just a promiscuous little bad girl. I'm like, gee, I could be one of several. I don't know. Edward Norton? No, that doesn't look like Edward.
I don't know. Who's that?
Who is it? Oh, that's you! Oh, that's a very odd picture of you. He looks like he's sweating.
Yeah.
And like he just put cherry chapstick on.
Yeah, and his lips are sucked in. They don't look
that's
full.
not typical
not fair.
Hugh. No, that was not fair at
No.
all.
Thank you.
Oh, two of the most loved people in the world right here.
Thank you.
You must be talking about you guys.
No,
No,
yeah.
no. I mean, listen, you know, and you know.
Yeah.
But let's talk about, you just had your little baby girl 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
How are you here?
It feels like a miracle, and it's also so awesome. I have to say, I feel like I actually have. First of all, I love this movie, and I would never not show up for it. And then also, I feel so good and happy. My kid is healthy.
Yeah.
I have nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed.
Drew named the baby Blended.
I
Also.
did.
Thought that
Is that
was
your
very
middle
nice.
name? So her name is Frankie.
Her name is
So
Frankie.
you have Olive and Frankie, which that's dying to be a television show right there.
I
Olive and
mean,
Frankie.
it's hard because we love the name Olive, and then we're like, what goes with Olive? You know?
Martinis?
I know. Everything started sounding like a color or a food.
Right.
We're like, Hazel's a great name. We're like, no, that's 2 shades of
And
green.
that's Emily Blunt and John Krasinski's baby's name.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I love the name Pepper, so much. And we were like, Olive and Pepper, that's 2 things you find in a pantry, you know?
Right. Maybe they'll be in your pantry.
and
Who
then
knows? And so how did you come up with Frankie?
It was just a name that came to my husband and I about a few months before she was born, and it was just sort of like, I think this is it. And then we just gave ourselves the room to change our mind, but we never did.
I like that.
Not the most interesting story.
No, not really. I'm kidding. So
And my mother-in-law's maiden name is Franco, and I love her so much
Well,
that
then.
it reminds me of her as well.
yeah, tell that story next time.
It's better.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll add out the other.
Perfect.
We'll just cut the other one out completely. You have 2 little girls, right, Adam?
Yes, yes, yes.
How old are they?
8 and 5.5.
Wow. Are they very close, your daughters?
Yeah, they love each other. They do fight. They get in fights, and Sadie's kind of I think Sadie is at school all day with kids her age, and has the give and take of being cool and all of a sudden not being cool, and other kids are better at certain things, and she's better at other things, and she has that all day long, emotional ups and downs. And at home, when she comes home, she's just like, I'm gonna be better at this little kid, better than Sonny. That it makes her feel good, so she'll beat her up.
Oh. I didn't know it was going in that direction.
I'm sorry, I didn't know
it got violent or anything. So let's talk about, this is the 3rd movie you've done together, and Wedding Singer was the first movie you were together in, right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you...
Oh, no! I love your hair like that.
I
What do
like
you
your
think?
short little hair.
What do you think when you see that? I mean, is it strong memories, or does it all just feel
I
like...
remember shooting that scene. I remember hanging out
yeah,
that night.
that was a night
fun.
shoot.
Night shoot. We were young, and
I feel like it was a Friday night, too.
Yeah, it was the last. Friday night's a big deal when you shoot a movie because you got Saturday off, so you can go late into the night and have fun. And I remember just Drew drinking all night long.
I mean, we had so much fun on that movie. It was just.
What is the most fun thing about working with Adam?
How good he is to everybody. How happy the set environment is.
I would imagine.
Because, I mean...
Because you're a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's a good
Most of the time.
human, a
Most
good
of the
heart, good dad, good partner to me, amazing husband, friend. He's just a good person.
And what is the best thing about working with Drew?
Getting to make out with her.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
That's a nice answer.
take a break.
That's cute.
Thank
It
you.
makes me
Thank
look
you.
We'll be right back.
Thank
We'll take a
you.
break. You were joking when we went to break that the best thing about working with Drew is making out with her, but y'all are so close. You're like brother and sister.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
weird when y'all are making out all the time?
It's like the best thing is that my wife loves Drew so much that she like encourages
thank
me.
God.
There's no jealousy at all. She's just like, get in there. And
By the way, she does. Like, if you're not
Right.
being romantic
Yeah.
enough, she will like berate you behind
she
camera.
yells at me like I thought we did that romantic scene when we go on the date in Africa.
When he
I
surprises
finally-
me.
Right, when we're doing a nice romantic scene, I think I'm doing pretty great. And
Yeah.
being as romantic as can be. And then I go, okay, moving on, let's go. That was great, Drew, good job. And I'm walking away and I just see my wife like, whoa, what's the matter? Just please, for the sake of women, get in there and just look a little more alive.
She really did. I love it.
That's
His wife
great.
Jackie's amazing.
And you're also representing your marriage. She wants you to
Yeah, that's
look
true.
good for her, too.
That's true.
Exactly.
But that was what's great. So not only did everyone's family went to Africa.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing the life experience that we got to have on this movie.
That's
There's
it.
me and my husband Will and Olive, and
That's-
that's Tiddy.
that was a real kiss,
By the
yeah.
way, T-I-D-I is the elephant's name.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah.
handler kept going, hey, Tiddy, Tiddy. I was like, really? That doesn't mean the same. Oh, and they were like, Tiddy. And I was like, right, of course.
So, but that's amazing that you were so close with all those, because I saw the pictures,
Yeah.
and I saw something a while ago when you were shooting it, that
Oh,
you
yeah.
were leaning over and
Right.
like either a cheetah or
Yeah.
something jumped on your back.
It was
Oh,
a cheetah,
yeah.
yeah. We went to a place and you got to, that cheetah right there jumped on my back like out of nowhere. And I don't think it was supposed to because the girl looked stunned also, who was supposed to protect me.
You were crouched, and I think that was kind of...
Right, that was the mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she should have told you that. I'm not the one that should tell you.
She told me to. She told me, go down, reach for water, and you'll give it to the cheetah. I was like, why am I doing that?
Yeah.
And then I bent down, and all of a sudden, boom, it jumps on me. And then after, she's like, they don't like when you crouch. I was like, you told me to get down.
Okay, by the way, you know the scene where the baboon serves us beers in the Hooters
Oh,
wig?
yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
that baboon, the handler came up to me and goes, now, don't make eye contact with him. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, and don't show your teeth. And I was like, okay. So
Yeah,
then there
yeah.
was one take where the baboon crawled up on me and
Oh,
was
yeah.
like in my
Oh,
face, and I was
yeah.
like,
It's hard not to be scared.
and I was like, help me.
Yeah. Looking somewhere else. And then what's this, the ostrich?
Yes.
Is that a normal thing? Do they like to be ridden?
By Adam, yes.
Yes, by a handsome Adam Sandler, of course. But no, the ostrich could only go like, a couple of takes, and then we had to do fake ostrich where I sat on a man. And I swear to God, I sat on this great guy, the South African big dude, and he was in a blue suit and like a blue fencing thing, and they paint in the ostrich after. And I was on him, and take one, he was like, I'm a huge fan of yours, Adam. I'm like, hey, thanks, man. And action, and we run around. By take 10, he's just like, I can't stand your movies, man. Get off of
I
me.
knew, like you said, you're like, we're going again, like one more take, and he was just like, whatever.
Oh, God, he was sweating
Oh
and
my
so
God, I
angry.
can imagine. That's crazy that you had to ride that man for that long.
Yeah.
It was worth it, though.
That's
It
the
felt
promo
right.
we used to.
Yeah.
So let's, before we go to break, you have a goal.
I do.
Let's try to reach that goal.
I do. I was never a part of like social media because I just wasn't, and I'm uncool and private. I don't know what the excuse is, but now I am, and I'm on Instagram, and I love it so much. And instead of trying to be like witty and thinking like, oh God, what did I just say on Twitter all the time, because I don't feel like I'm cool like that, I take pictures, and I love the pictures. They speak for themselves. So I would love anyone to follow me on Instagram.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Don't you want to take we'll do a selfie or something, and
Yeah.
then you'll post
Oh,
it
can
so we can
I?
get some
Please.
more.
I'm like, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on,
I just
Alan.
learned this trick. Okay, ready? No, get in here.
I'm in it.
Okay.
We did good, yeah. Yeah.
And then one just weird. Ready?
All right.
Awesome!
So
That's so exciting.
we have to go. Wait.
Thank you, baby.
What's your
Oh.
what's your Instagram name?
Drew Barrymore.
Wow. You want to reach 1 million?
I would love
by
to
the time
reach-
the movie opens.
Yes,
a
I would
lot.
love to.
All right.